according to the World Health Organization, about 16 million people in the world inject drugs. Now, some of you guys might know someone who does inject drugs. And in the United States, as well as in the rest of the world, tensions are very high concerning safe injection facilities. And so what safe injection facilities are they are places where people who are addicted to injection drugs, they bring their own drugs, but when they go there, they are provided with clean needles. And then those are also properly disposed of by the staff there. And they also can receive counseling, they can go into other treatment options. And so there also have been no overdoses at these, so if an overdose does occur, then they can give the users oxygen or medications to reverse it. And so Insight, that is the only safe injection facility in North America, and that is located in Vancouver, Canada, and that's going to be the main one that I will reference. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you guys how safe injection facilities are beneficial and how they are harmful so that you guys can make your own opinion on them. And so there are three inherent issues when it comes to these facilities. The first one being whether they are effective in helping treat injection drug addiction. The second one, the effects that they have on public health. And the third is the use of taxpayer or government money to support these facilities. So now that I have told you all the inherent issues, I'm going to tell you all the pros and then all the cons. So the first pro is that they aid in treating injection drug addiction by providing resources, counseling, and nursing care. And they offer a clean, non-judgmental environment for injection drug users to shoot up in. And so through that, they form really strong bonds with the staff, because if they do overdose, they know that the staff will save their lives. And so that makes them much more receptive to ideas like counseling and treatment. And this is a quote from the Montreal Gazette from this year. Many users seek refuge in safe injection sites because they care and worry about their own health, a motive many find difficult to understand, given the mischaracterization of addiction as a conscious decision to continually self-harm. So heroin actually changes the makeup of the brain. It deteriorates the white matter of the brain, and that affects your decision-making skills. So some of them may not really have any decision-making skills. They really don't know what to do. And the second pro to safe injection facilities is they increase public health and safety because they decrease syringe littering and public injections. And the Vancouver Police Department does support Insight, which is the one in Canada, because they've seen declines in sharing needles. And then that leads me to my third pro, which is they save the government's money in the long run because they decrease bloodborne diseases such as hepatitis C and HIV. So here in the United States, where we do not have safe injection facilities, injection drug users are 35 times more likely to have hepatitis C and 23 times more likely to have HIV. And one single new infection of hepatitis C costs about $65,000 over a lifetime, and for HIV, it's $380,000. And so Insight has saved an estimated $18 million in 1,000 years of life for their population. So now that I've told you all the pros, I'm going to tell you all the cons. So the first con is that some say that they encourage drug use because they allow the users to continue their drug habit. So since there have been no overdoses, they can just freely inject the drugs. Even if they overdose, they're going to be saved, so they can just continue their habit without fear of dying. And some also say that the government is supporting the drug use because they're allowing these injections to occur. The second con is that they actually decrease public health and safety because they cause drug users to congregate in one place. And so this disrupts the community surrounding these sites. And it also gives drug dealers an environment where they can easily sell their drugs because they're not tightly controlled. And the third con is that they're a waste of taxpayer money because they should be spent on treatment. So since I said that heroin actually changes the makeup of the brain, they need to go into long-term treatment instead of being allowed to continue their dangerous drug habit. So that was all the pros and that was all the cons. So now I'm going to re-go over the inherent issues and the pros and cons go with each. So the first inherent issue was their effectiveness in helping treat addiction. So the pro is they provide resources and counseling, but they also allow users to continue their dangerous habit. The second inherent issue was the effects on public health. So they increase public health by decreasing syringe littering and public injections, but they also allow the drug users to congregate, which disrupts the community that they're in. The third inherent issue is the use of taxpayer money. It saves governments because it decreases diseases, but that money could be better spent on treatment facilities. And so, whether or not you agree with safe injection facilities, there are numerous pros and cons to them, but drug use is increasing in this world, and something does need to be done about